morning, loves. How are you doing this morning? That's a rhetorical question because I can't hear a response. But that being said, I just wanted to come on and say, yes, I did beat the sun again, but I decided to wait again. I've been up for about 2 hours. And it's okay. Don't think I have a class today, so I could probably just concentrate on making more content. I'm watching something about it. I don't want to talk about it, but I do. I want to talk about it so bad, but I don't have all the facts yet. Instead, I'm going to talk about autism and what they think they discovered with autism, what the possible cause of autism is. And it makes sense because I was diagnosed with autism, very high functioning autism when I was probably about 4. They finally got down to the high functioning part of it. They were questioning it, what it could be happening. Now that they're coming out with the link between Tylenol and autism possibly linked, it makes sense because the doctors always have pushed Tylenol for pregnant women. And my mother, bless her heart, they had her on Tylenol with codeine because she was in an accident when she was younger, and it was to help with the pain, the constant pain she was in. So they gave her Tylenol with codeine, and well, that may or may not have contributed to my neurological conditions. I'm not blaming my mother. I'm not blaming the doctors. They didn't have the research that's been needed for a long time. And I questioned for a long time what could have caused it. And when they started talking about vaccines, I was like, oh, maybe. But there weren't as many back then. So I was like, I don't think it was vaccines because everything else seemed to stay fine. And I have 3 kids that are high functioning. So there's that. And they've all been diagnosed with other neurological conditions on top of that. So now they have not been formally diagnosed with autism. They're just assuming because they thought it was, you know how doctors think everything's genetically linked. They were leaning towards that, or they're leaning towards that because I have it. They're like, well, if you have it, they're whatever % more likely to have it. But they're also linking, it's all Harvard studies. This is supposedly, allegedly, all the way down the board, that they think they're trying to connect ADD and ADHD and all those conditions with Tylenol, the use of Tylenol during pregnancy. And if I had known there was going to be any complications with it during pregnancy, I would never have took even one. I mean, I didn't take them like candy or anything. It was just like every once in a while the pain got to be a little bit too much. A lot of it too much with my oldest. Like I gained a lot of weight. It was hurting my back, and my ankles were swelling up real bad, and the headaches were unbelievable. So that's that. That's why my oldest has got it the worst. He had like the trifecta of conditions from it. If that's what it's from. Remember, I gotta say if, because allegedly they're alleging that that's what their findings are leaning towards. Even though one study said no, all the other 6 or 7 studies said yes. So I mean, I'm gonna lean towards the majority rule, because I don't know. But if you want to look into it more, it was announced yesterday, I think yesterday. Yeah. And you'd have to look it up to be sure that I'm giving you all the correct information, and I didn't give a whole lot of information, but yeah, allegedly, supposedly, there's a link between Tylenol and unborn children being autistic. I don't know, maybe they can find a link between something like that and MS, because they have zero idea what causes MS. They have slim thoughts on it, like, is there a history of dementia in your family? Nope. Is there a history of Lyme disease? Nope. They're reaching and grabbing at everything and anything they can to figure out where MS comes from, and they've been doing this for 40 plus years. They can't figure it out. It's exhausting just talking about it. Try thinking about it. Either way, I love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.